Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone is doing well. It's dinner time, so I'm going to be getting started. I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I'm just looking to see if I want to do a different setting. Let's see how this works. Okay. Well, hello and good evening. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher, and in today's class, we are going to make sausage and peppers, kind of a stuffed version, if you will. Trying to get rid of all the produce that I have, or as close to it. I'm going to be traveling, and so a little tip when you know you're going to be away from the house, start to scale back some of your shopping if you can, especially your perishable items. But I'll introduce myself. I have been on a health and wellness journey in order to age gracefully. I am down over 70 pounds. Ooh, gonna speak it. I'm really close to another milestone, you guys. Um, so fingers crossed, maybe it'll be 75 pounds tomorrow, but I get nervous. But yeah, I've completely changed the way that I eat by getting tested for food sensitivities, which for me was a cheek swab on the inside and some hair samples on the outside. So I have a list of food right there. Hey, veggie. I have a list of foods on the fridge that I can have and foods that I can't have that I avoid. So, really what I do, all of my substitutions are about coming up with recipes that I want to eat. That are using the ingredients that have been approved for me. So let's get started. Come on in. So I've got one pepper left. I think did I buy these or they came in a giveaway? I don't know. Got lots of good stuff. But you guys have probably seen me make the breakfast peppers, and this one's starting to look kind of sad. Hey, Val, come on in. So recycling. So you guys have probably seen me make stuffed peppers for breakfast with egg and onion, cheese, and I can't remember what else. I'm going to do a dinner version, basically all of the same stuff except for egg, and I'm going to put some mushroom inside, plus the turkey sausage and the cheese. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and peel the sticker off of my orange pepper, and I'm going to wash it and wash my hands. So let's get started. Got a little bit of ooey gooey on there. Let's get all that off. All right, let me wash. All right, so I'm going to get a cutting board and a knife. You don't really need a whole slew of stuff. If you guys see me, I'm kind of the hashtag go gadget girl. But a good set of knives or one good chef's knife, you're fine. If you don't have a cutting board, you can also use these cutting mats. I think I got this in a 4-pack, maybe from Walmart or some catalog. I don't know. They're not as sturdy if you need to lift and carry something, but if you're cutting something small like a pepper, it's a great work surface. You can toss them in the dishwasher. And then what I do like about the cutting mats, once you get everything chopped up, which I'm not going to chop, but once you do get things chopped up, you can kind of, curl it up and your stuff will fall right into your pot. So just a few kitchen basics I figured I'd share with you all. And the knife. So this is Pampered Chef. You can get, any chef's knife that you like. You want to try and keep your blades sharp. A sharper blade requires less pressure from you, and less pressure means it's safer. It just kind of glides through the food. Okay, so with our orange pepper, I've had the red ones, I've had the yellow ones, I've had the green ones. To me, the red ones are my favorite. They are sweet to taste. The yellow ones are bright, I don't know, not citrus, but kind of like that. And the green ones are that mild green pepper that we use all the time. So I don't know. We'll see how the orange does. So I'm going to cut it across the top, take the little hat off, and snack on that because, of course, I'm hungry. I only eat 2 meals in a day. And so this is going to be number 2 of 2. If you guys were with me this morning or this lunchtime, whenever it was, I made that 5 stack of blueberry pancakes. So good. All right, so I've cut off the top of our pepper, a little hat, silly in the kitchen. And so what I do with the seeds inside, how was work today? I don't know if y'all are talking to me or talking to each other, but work for me was good. I work from home, thankfully. So I had a few meetings, went over some documents, just doing what I do, and it was great. So when work is over, I pop up and I come in the kitchen. All right, but talk amongst yourselves. In my class, it's totally fine to multitask. All right, so I took off the top of my pepper. What I usually do is I just reach in there with my hands and then get, any seeds or any of these little, I don't know what they're called, y'all. I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. That's what the boys call me. Clean it out, and then I just rinse it under some water to make sure it's seed free. I'm going to try and be on my best behavior. I told my etiquette and elegance coach that I have a cooking channel, so she may be watching. So one thing I'll have to do is take smaller bites of my food. Shucks. But that's okay. We're still going to have fun. All right. And yes, I have an etiquette coach. You got to learn that stuff if you want to be. All right. So we've got our orange pepper here. Now, a couple things about the pepper. What I do like about this pepper, what's good, I probably should have cut it a little bit more, straight across the top, but it's fine. What I do like about this pepper is that it's kind of tall, which means I'm going to be able to stuff a lot of stuff in there. And trust me, I'm going to, because this is my second and final meal. But what I can't say don't like, but I noticed this pepper is tall and more narrow, so it doesn't have a flat base. So if I were to, when I have a pepper that's completely flat, I'll show you on the mat. Let's say this was I'm going to cook in the air fryer. I could set it down and it would stay. By the time I stuff it with everything, I don't like this wobbly base. So I'm going to put it in a little glass bowl. You can use a ramekin. If you have something like this, the little ramekins that you do for desserts. Creme brulee is coming for you. I try to use glass for you guys so you can see everything. So this is, I don't know what this is, like it's a pampered chef, like, on the cooking shows when they have everything all cut up and prepped nicely. That's not here. But you can pinch out your ingredients. So I'm going to see, yeah, my pepper looks like it'll do well in here. And I'm going to get my air fryer tray. So it's just me. The boys are with their dad, so I'm cooking for one. If you're cooking for the family, or if I were making a whole bunch of these, you could get like a rectangular tray, and then you could just stuff the peppers and get them in next to each other. But when I'm cooking for one, I'm putting it into a little glass bowl. So that way it'll stay on my tray. So this is just my air fryer shelf, and then I always line with foil for easy clean up. Okay, so with this, I have a little seed on my hand. With this, I'm going to cut the rest of this and nibble on it. For the top, I just pop out the little stem. Doesn't that look like a little pumpkin? Aw, super cute. I'm remembering, I work in corporate, and I used to manage a team, and somebody who may be watching, we're still friends now. I remember she said, you lost your calling. You missed your calling as a first grade teacher, because I love like this kind of stuff. Anyway, that's just Maggie. All right, so I'm not going to waste this. I'm actually going to cut it up and eat it with a little bit of goat's cheese, just like a little, bites, because I'm hungry. No other reason why, and I don't want to waste. So all I'm doing is I'm separating it, and I have these little pieces. You can eat it plain. But anytime I'm eating, fruits or veggies, you can smear it with a little bit of protein, like carrots and peanut butter. No, apple and peanut, you know what I mean. Let me see if the goat's cheese that I have has softened. I have this, it doesn't really look that great, but this came from Whole Foods. it was a round, like it's a goat's cheese. It's like a soft, creamy, spreadable cheese. The only thing is when it goes in the fridge, it solidifies, and so I really should have set it out a little bit longer. But this one is nice and spreadable from the fridge. Yes, Vel, you got it right. So the Chavri is a good one that you can just smear on. So maybe I'll do both. All right, so I'm just using a spatula and I'm gonna get a little bit of the white goat's cheese. Again, this is my cream cheese substitute because I can't have dairy, so just a little snack. This is something that I would snack on, peppers and goat's cheese, or if you can have cream cheese. Mmm, yummy. I'm gonna try one plain. Mmm, mmm. Belle, inbox me and I'll give you details. Absolutely. Y'all, I'm all off. I'm doing a little bit of the Chavri. You can see it's just a spreadable cheese because I'm hungry and this has got to cook. Mm, mm. Goat cheese is an acquired taste, but this one is actually very mild. It's got a little bit of funk to it if you like blue cheese, but for me, it is a little extra protein and it keeps you fuller a little bit longer. Mm, 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 mm. Greedy. Man. Okay, done. Wash my hands. Okay, sorry, y'all. It was just sitting there insulting me like, you know you want to eat me. Or at least that's what I heard. All right, back to our recipe. What kind of things do I learn? Ho, 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 ho. So much dining etiquette, elegant entertaining. In my mind, one day I'm going to be a lady of leisure and I'm going to host these fancy dinner parties. That's not my life right now, but that's what I'm working towards. It's fun for me. All right, so in the pepper, you can pretty much put whatever you want. You guys know I keep ingredients prepped in the fridge. So some of them are done, some of them are not. So we're gonna assemble and broil. Everything is pretty much already cooked. You just want it to melt and get ooey gooey. All right, so we have some of our manchego, which is the sheep's milk cheese. From my test results, I can't have cow dairy. So this is cheese made from sheep's milk. It's a dry, aged, salty cheese. So this is a great substitute for Parmesan. I'm probably gonna put that over the top so I can get that nice like little cheesy crust. This cheese, I'm trying to use everything before I travel. This cheese is a nice melting cheese. You guys have seen me shred the Leclerc pepper jack. This one is also made from goat's milk. I've got some fresh parsley. I'm gonna put this on at the end after it's cooked. Parsley is something kind of like basil. You put it on the pizza after. If you put it on before, the heat will just blast it and it'll curl up like burnt grass. So if you want the nice, like beautiful green, especially for your colors to contrast, orange pepper, white cheese, and then a sprig of parsley, you put your herbs on at the end, like before you plate and for your presentation. I also have, oh, that pepper just, excuse me, woke up my appetite. Some red onion. I think this was from our smoked salmon. Whew. But yummy. And then I found these in the fridge. I have some mushrooms. I will put a little bit in here and then I'm going to saute the rest while this is cooking. I think tomorrow maybe do a spinach and mushroom omelet with turkey bacon for breakfast. That sounds pretty yummy. All right. So again, I don't know if these came in the giveaway or I bought them, but they're looking kind of sad. So this is a great opportunity for me to break out my chopper. If you saw the old one I had bit the dust, but I love this for quick meal prep, especially something that's pretty solid like peppers, mushrooms, onions, especially because you don't want that scent on your hands, or maybe you do. Do whatever you like. I wouldn't do it on tomato. because tomatoes, kind of watery tomato and cucumber would probably disintegrate. But I'll show you guys how it works. And we'll just put a little bit of everything in the pepper and then blast it. All right, I ordered this from Walmart, 10 bucks. Y'all know me and my delivery services. Now I'm thirsty. Trying to open it. Got a piece of tape on here. There we go. So these choppers, and these are great, you know, for kids with supervision, but basically it's got a little compartment at the bottom that you put your food in. And then when you press on this right here, it makes the blade kind of come out and turn and chop and turn and chop. So you get a really nice dice. So I'm just going to rinse this off since I just opened it, and then I'll chop a couple mushrooms. All right, I'm gonna get another cooking surface. All right, cutting board. You don't need the cutting board because it has this, but I just, you know, like to get my surfaces clean. Also would be great for nuts, if you want to have like little chopped pecans or peanuts. Garlic, that would be another one too. All right, so I'm gonna get one big old mushroom and I'm gonna rinse him off. I'm gonna chop all of them, but I wanna go ahead and get this pepper in the oven so he can start getting to work. All right, so we have one mushroom popping off the stem. I don't know if y'all like mushrooms. So I'm literally just putting it in the tray here. I could probably do more than that. And then you put the top over this, and I'm gonna put it on the counter, and I'm going to bang, bang, bang. The more you press, the finer the chop. The less you press, the rougher the chop. And a rough chop just means cut it into bite-sized pieces, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You could do a rough chop with your hand, just enough to get on a fork and go in your mouth. Smaller portions in the mouth so you don't look like. All right, so you heard me pop, pop, pop. So you see our mushrooms are done. And this is fine for me. You could do a lot smaller, but when I buy vegetables, I would spend, you know, time once they come in and just go ahead and take them out and chop them and then have a prep container of, you know, mushrooms and onions and your cheese, grind it, and your herbs. So if you're making an omelet, toss it in. A soup, toss it in. We're going with the peppers. All right, focus, Maggie. So we've got our orange pepper here, and I think I want to do layers. I'm going to start with the cheese, please. So we've got a little bit. I'll use some tonight and then use some tomorrow on our spinach and mushroom omelet. So nothing in my pepper. I'm just putting a healthy pinch. This is cheese made from goat's milk. To me, it's a very mild flavor. So if you're new to goat's milk, it's a great starter cheese. That's a good substitute for mozzarella, for cheddar, Monterey Jack, anything that is a melting cheese when you want that cheese pull. All right, so I'm pressing it down because y'all know I'm greedy. I want everything. So I have a little layer of cheese there. And then I'm just going to put what I have. We're going to take some of these mushrooms that I just chopped. So I'm going to do like veggie and then cheese. Veggie and then cheese. I don't know. I want it to be like, this is all I'm eating for dinner, so I want it all. All right. So now I push the mushrooms in there on top of the cheese. I think I'll do protein next. So I'll show you guys what I have. This butterball turkey sausage crumbles, already cooked. Jalapenos. Ooh. I don't have jalapenos, but that's good if you like spice. Maybe I'll put some hot sauce on the end. Veggies saying jalapenos. But I'm going to go ahead and finish up these turkey sausage crumbles. You guys have seen me use this for my breakfast peppers. You can make these stuffed peppers for any meal. All right. So this package is 8 ounces. Probably got like a quarter left, so I'm going to use it all. I'm going to get a spoon. Just get in there and shove it down. You know, the other thing I'm thinking, I'm not adding any oil or butter because in my opinion, so turkey sausage crumbles going in here. If you eat real sausage and you can have that, please have some for me. Um, you know, the proteins like the turkey sausage and the cheese that I'm putting in here already has some oil in it. So when it cooks down, let's see, I'll do one layer of meat and mash it down in there. Another layer of cheese. So I'm already going to get some oil when this cooks down. So I don't really feel like I need to put any oil or butter in there. All right. So we have cheese and then mushroom, peppers, no, sausage, and then cheese. Push it down in there. Get in there. Get in there. All right. Then I'm going to do. Hi, Mama. Much better. Says Mom is watching with him. That's wonderful. Let me see if I can. Y'all, I was trying something else. I am so glad that this is helping you all. Let me see. Okay. Focus, Maggie. Let me know again when you guys tell me that you've made stuff or this stuff is helping you. It just warms my heart because this is actually like, y'all see, I cook this food to eat it. Some more turkey sausage. So I'm just using the spoon to really press it in there. When I've done the breakfast peppers, I use the egg, and so you can't really mash it down in there because, you know, the egg will kind of come all over the place. But I'm going to fill this thing up and have it like as close to overflowing as I can because I'm greedy. All right, almost done with the turkey sausage. I'm going to get in here with the spoon. If you like, if you can have, you know, if you eat ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken, you can put whatever you want in here. Because I'm using pepper jack cheese, that's got some flavor built in, and I'm also using these turkey sausage crumbles, which are seasoned pretty well. I'm not doing a lot of seasoning in here. Maybe I should have. When I do the breakfast peppers and I stuff it with, and I crack the egg in here, you definitely want to salt and pepper. Thank you, Veggie. You definitely want to salt and pepper if you're doing just, you know, like an egg. Almost done. More turkey sausage. Ooh, I forgot. Shh. Hold up. I had red onion. I was just trying to think what veggies go well with peppers, right? Peppers and onions and mushrooms and sausage. So I'm kind of making my own. I think that's what I call it, sausage and peppers. So this red onion, I literally just sliced, if you guys remember. I'm going to take a whole slice. I probably should dice it. I'm not. I'm going to put it in here and press it down. The oils from the cheese and the oils from the sausage, when it cooks, it'll kind of saute it a little bit so it won't be, you know, that crunchy, raw red onion. All right. I see one little sausage crumble in here. Aw, thank you guys. Y'all, I just get in here and start cooking. Thank you for helping to promote and helping the channel grow. This is month 2 of Maggie, the substitute teacher. And a little plug, if anybody wants to know more about me, Uncle Stu, the old man on the block, has a YouTube channel and he's asked to interview me this Thursday, March 31st from 7 to 9 p.m. So if you want to, you know, see me, I won't be cooking. It'll just be him asking me questions. So I'm excited and a little nervous. All right, so I put that onion in there. I'm just using my thumbs, y'all, and I'm pushing it down. Not so hard that it's going to tear the pepper, but I've got it in there. And then I'm going to put a little bit more mushroom. Okay, and then the cheese that I'm going to put on the top, I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more in there. A little bit more mushroom. Let's see. Let's see if I can get all this mushroom in there. Vegetables, you know, someone was asking what's a great way to, you know, get in more veggies. You know, my palate has completely changed and I've grown to love veggies, but, you know, having them mixed with stuff that you like this, is a great way. And if you remember, this was just one big mushroom with the stem that I chopped. I'm just trying to clean this off and get it all in there. All right, so in our pepper, we cut off the top. I put some goat's cheese, pepper jack. then I think some sausage, then some more cheese and sausage, red onion, mushroom, and now I'm going to put some of the manchego on top. I'm trying to think, do I want the pepper jack or do I want the manchego? So do I want a pepper jack or a parmesan? A melting cheese or an aged cheese, or both? I'll wash my hands and you guys let me know. All right, so let's clean up as we go. Put away our onions. Okay, executive decision. I'm doing both. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. And again, to keep my pepper stable, I just have a glass. I don't know what this is, like a little measuring dish. So once it starts falling off the side, that's when I know I've got plenty. So I put some pepper jack there, and then I'm gonna also top it with the manchego, and I'm gonna press down, get as much as I can. All right, so it started spilling over. So this is what we have with all of our goodness inside. Okay, we'll clean up. So I'm gonna try and get it as level as possible so that when I put it in the air fryer, I don't have that happen. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on a foil lined sheet. Let me open up my air fryer. So my air fryer, you guys know that it has multiple shelves in there. You can cook multiple things at once. So I'm gonna put this in the middle. And honestly, y'all know I'm not good with temperatures and times. I'll use the French fry setting, which is like 400, because you want to blast the top. You want that cheese to get like a nice golden crust on it. Everything inside is already cooked. The turkey sausage, if you were using ground beef, it's already cooked. Let me start and then I'll come back. I had it too close to the top and it knocked over some cheese, so I had to make sure that it was all on there. When you're doing the breakfast peppers, you cook it until your level of doneness for the egg. For the breakfast pepper, we would do everything, maybe a little less turkey sausage because you're going to have protein from the egg. You crack a raw egg, and the egg white will kind of like seep down into all that goodness, and your yolk will be sitting on top. Salt and pepper. I think a few of you all have actually made it, and it was excellent, like you told me it was. So thank you so much for letting me know that these recipes work for you, because I think they taste good. I think they look good, but if you guys actually make them and you like them, even better. Um, but maybe like 10 minutes, cook it until your egg whites are white. You know, they're not clear anymore. You can tell by looking. Mom said, use all your senses to cook. And depending on how you like your yolks, if you like them, you know, runny, a little bit less time, like 5 to 7 minutes. If you like them firm but soft, maybe like 8 minutes, and then hard, like 10 minutes. But there's nothing wrong when you're cooking. Take it out. Y'all see me. I take it out. I look at it. I tap on it. See if that egg is still jiggly. If it is, put it back. If it's pretty firm, good to go. All right. I'm thirsty. I'm going to make some coffee. Yes, I'm drinking water and tea and all that. But I'm feeling like a little barista. So I have my Paris, my Eiffel Tower cup. I think these came in the giveaway. This is just Whole Foods Riviera Roast. So any of y'all who have been here before, you know about my alkaline drops. When I did my sensitivity test, I found out that I needed to drink more alkaline water because I was drinking water, water, water. It wasn't staying to hydrate me, it was just going through me. And so, alkaline water helps you stay more hydrated, especially if you're drinking something acidic like coffee. Hey, Justin. And yeah, my air fryer sounds like it's taken off, y'all. That's what I got. So, alkaline drops, $15 on Amazon. A couple in any beverage turns regular water into alkaline water. So y'all see me do this all the time. I want to make a mocha, so I'm using my Skinny Syrups mocha. This is a concentrated syrup. So if you think of the pump syrups that are in the coffee shops, you can have your own. One little squirt, very concentrated. They have vanilla, caramel, and chocolate or mocha. 0 calories, 0 sugars, made from Skinny Syrups. And then for creamer, trying to stay off the sugar, and I can't have cow dairy. So I'm using this, the Califia Farms. I found this on Amazon. This is a creamer that's half coconut milk and half almond milk. For me, the creamers that are all coconut had a very strong coconut taste and smell. I like coconut, but I don't want it to like overpower my coffee. So for me, that half and half or this better half is a great plant-based option. So I pour it in here. I like my drinks light and sweet. Some of y'all just do a splash. I don't. So I put everything in my mug and then I brew the Keurig into it. All right, and we'll try the whipped cream on top. I'm feeling like making a little barista special. Hopefully it doesn't blast me again. All right, so we talked about our cheeses. I'll put these up. I'm going to rinse and chop up the rest of these mushrooms just as a little meal prep while our peppers are cooking. I said peppers like it's more than one. It's just me. All right, another little kitchen tip. Those of you all who have been here before, you know I'm a big fan of these meal prep containers. You can get any kind. I think I got these at Walmart. Anytime I chop veggies, I put them in this. I use them for leftovers whenever I'm hosting a party. Yes, Belle, dinner party. Thanksgiving or any holiday, when I set the table, I always set them with the meal prep container so people can take the food with them because I don't want it lingering around. Let's see how our coffee is. That's one thing about working from home. I work from home, thankfully, but I do drink more coffee than before. So you can see our coffee's done. Or let me taste. Not bad. A little more. And I'll stir. I like it sweet. And I'm going to try that whipped cream again. Oh, Val, you are so funny. You like this morning's live? Yeah, because I blasted myself. Yeah, I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. That's what the boys used to call me. All right. And I'll put a little bit of extra cream in there. I'm going to try the whipped cream again. I'll show you. Trying to be sustainable, I bought my own cream whipper because again, in my mind, I'm fancy, right? So I can make my own drinks with this thing, and it splattered me, but I had it set out. I just got it out of the fridge, so it's cold. I'm gonna try and put a little bit on top of my coffee. Let's see. Maybe if it's cold, it won't splatter as much. I'm nervous. Y'all already know. God. And my hands are looking at this thing. How did he do it? All right. We're going to try this, then we're going to go check on our pepper. Well, I still have some work to do. I have coffee all over my cutting board. Tastes good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold it up and show you guys. I got to wash my hands and clean up this mess. So if you want to get fancy, a little bit of whipped cream, and then you can save a lot of money making your own drinks. You don't need this industrial size, but you can dust with a little bit of cinnamon. You know, or if it was hot cocoa for the kids, dust it with a little bit of cocoa powder. You see there? And make your own. Mmm. Mmm. Woo! Okay. Mmm. Let's check this pepper, y'all. I'm getting excited. I'm trying not to. Trying to beat it back and stay elegant, but I don't know if it's gonna work. All right. Clean as we go. We are gonna get to these mushrooms because I gotta get all this produce done, but let's see how our pepper is doing. Mr. Pepper. Not bad. You can probably hear, hold up, let me see, make sure y'all can see. Do you see the cheese on top? I want more cheese, please. So I know I have cheese on the inside, but I'm going to get some more of the melting pepper jack cheese. This is the key why you check your food, and you could even taste it before. I'm going to go ahead and finish this, put it on top here, because I want that nice, y'all know what I want. I want it all. All the cheese, please. I'm going to show you. It's just hot as lava, so I'm being very careful. And it's going to go back underneath the air fryer. If you have an oven, you can use the broiler. Wash my hands. I'm using the air fryer. The air fryer has a heat source and a fan, so it's like a convection oven. So that's why stuff kind of gets splattered around. You see my foil kind of got blown up. But you see what's happening? I got some melted cheese under there. Hey, Sonia. And I just put some more on top. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back into the air fryer a little bit lower and just let it cook low and slow and get ooey gooey. I'm getting excited. I really wish I didn't love food this much. It's a problem, y'all. Okay, clean up. All right, so let's put this stuff out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and chop up our mushrooms. All right, so I have a little container of fresh mushrooms. If you have canned mushrooms, that's fine. That's very shelf stable. These might have come in the giveaway. I don't know. So I have them in a little strainer, and I'm just gonna rinse them off really well. So many things you could do with the peppers. You could do, oh, my mind is just going. Like you could do like taco, like a taco bowl with like seasoned ground beef, um, jalapenos, veggie, salsa, you know, pepper jack cheese. You could do an Italian one with Parmesan sausage. So much, just so much. All right, rinsing off the mushrooms. All right, let me get a coffee-free cutting board. See? Y'all, I'm telling you, let me tell you all seriousness. I know I joke a lot, but that air fryer for me, it's great because, you know, I'm a boy mom times two, but they're, you know, teenagers now, so they are spending more time with their dad. So I'm usually just cooking for one. And I love the air fryer because Is it just me or is that shelf? Hold on. I cannot have any avalanches. One moment, please. All right, you see our cheese is melting. So it's going back on I want it bubbly and brown. Oh, it's about to be hot if that thing turned over. My air fryer has multiple shelves in there. So anyway, yes, mushrooms, I'm coming. Mm, so good. Clean cutting board, and again, the cutting board with the little ridges on the side. If you're cutting anything that's like our fish that rested, or like a roast, or anything that has juices that can come out, the little moat along the side will catch those juices. I didn't know that. Maybe you did. So we're going to use our chopper. Again, get to the chopper. Sorry. Smack Chop. I just noticed the name. I think Pampered Chef calls it something like food chopper or whatever. But hey, it was $10 and it was available for delivery. So I'm going to take my mushrooms and I'm literally just going to put them on the cutting board, equal distance apart since I lost my little base. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. I'm just going to move the chopper to each one. Whack, 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 whack. This is a great way to get veggies incorporated into your food. Don't just be looking at mushrooms these big if you know you're not going to eat them. But if you are, oh my gosh. Y'all who have been with me, you know that tomato snack that we slice and do with the cheese and the oregano in the air fryer? You can do it with mushrooms. I'll tell you. Another nice little way to get veggies in, get a mushroom. Even better if it's a portobello, the big one. Take the stem out. If you don't like the little fins, you can get a little spoon and scoop them out. That doesn't bother me. Do you put sauce? You can put a little bit of pizza sauce in there. Sprinkle the Italian cheese of your choice. Sprinkle with oregano or Italian seasoning. Put them in the air fryer. Little mini mushroom pizzas. Amazing. Now we're going to have to do that. All right. So this is what I have. I have my mushrooms on the tray, cutting board, and I'm literally just going over with one. Y'all, I'm working on my camera equipment, but you can see that mushroom's in there, and I'm literally just going to hold it with one hand and whack, whack, whack. 5 times. So we have our diced mushroom. And so all this is going to go in the prep container. So I'm just going to do them all. Done. So again, if you don't have good cutting skills, doesn't matter. Now we have chopped mushroom. That could be onion. You could take this apart and put it under rinse it out, onion, garlic, whatever, and have all of your vegetables already prepped and ready. Let me just check on our pepper. We're getting there. Almost done. I want a little bit more brown. I want it bubbling and brown. All right, so that's got 3 minutes. And literally, I'm gonna get a meal prep container and I'm gonna scrape my mushrooms into the prep container. What do y'all like with mushrooms? You could, if you're making pizza, you could have your chopped mushrooms for the pizza. If you're making soup, toss mushroom into the soup. Omelet, toss them into an omelet. I could saute these with butter now and have sauteed mushrooms and onions on the stove ready to pair with a steak. What else for mushroom? Just scraping. What else? Burger, sauteed mushrooms for a burger. I'm trying to think, what else? Ooh, a veggie lasagna, veggie, a veggie lasagna, anything. But yeah, just that's been a big key for me. I know some people don't like the meal prep, and that's fine, I understand. But this food chopper, y'all saw, and I could cut it by hand, yes, but that takes longer. So I have a shelf in the fridge, which is, I try to keep it this way because I do clean out my fridge every week. I have a shelf in the fridge that's nothing but meal prep containers, onion, cheese, maybe tomato, whatever I have. And then a lot of my creativity for coming up with new recipes is just looking at what I have and throwing it together. I have a pepper, so I'll make it a plan to eat this over the next few days before I travel. So we're going to do a mushroom omelet. Maybe we'll do a stir fry, with some cauliflower rice. Mm. Ooh, those sausage links, all kind of stuff. So, going in the fridge. All right, so our pepper is done. Cleaning up, putting everything in the dishwasher. And this is also dishwasher safe too. It just comes apart. I'm literally just putting everything in the top shelf. That's a little tall. We'll put that one in the bottom. Run it through the dishwasher. Ready for the next chop assignment. Kids like doing that too. So you can, make sure they have supervision and get them to prep your veggies for you. All right, cleaning up. As soon as that thing beeps, we're ready. Okay. All right. Is anybody else excited? Sausage and peppers, come to Maggie. Nice. All right, so you can see it's blistered. It's nice. You could probably hear the sizzle. We've got the cheese. Y'all already know what's in there. All right, let me be careful. Oh, crap, I knocked it over. Oh, crap. It's okay. I tried to move it and it tipped over, but we're okay. I was trying to get it off of here. I'm not going to touch the glass bowl because, of course, that's lava hot. All right, so what I am going to do, you guys remember the parsley. So I'm just going to sprinkle just a little, just a garnish. I don't even know, parsley doesn't even do anything for me, but Mom said plates should have a variety of colors. So if you guys are able to see, and I'm going to cut into it and of course eat it, but you can see we've got our nice crust of cheese. The pepper has blistered. You see how the skin is kind of wrinkly? Literally, you could like pinch it and peel off the whole skin. I'm going to put it on my plate. This is kind of kind of sad on the plate on its own. I'm trying to think what else I can put with it, but that's all I'm eating tonight. I've had my fruit already. That's all right. We're gonna take some pictures and we're gonna cut into it. So you can see our mushroom. Imagine if you had like 6 of these, wouldn't that be a beautiful presentation? Doesn't it look good? Thank you, Courtney. I appreciate that. All right, so the key is take a picture and then I'm gonna try to take it out of the bowl and cut into it so you can see like a cross section. But let's get a picture. And these pictures go up, they're on my Instagram or my community tab. Thank you all for helping me get to 500 subscribers on YouTube. I have a community tab now where I just take lots of pictures, you guys, from multiple angles, and then the best one goes up. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to take the pepper out of the glass. It is hot. Again, if you had a pepper that was more squat with a flat base, you could have cooked it just on the foil by itself. All right. All right. Set this down. Move Mr. Glass. All right, so now I'm going to cut into our pepper. It might have stood up while cooking, but I move it too much. All right, so let's cut into it. Thank you, Via. All right. Let's get a knife and a fork. So yes, this is all I'm having for dinner for my second of 2 meals. All right. Here we go. I'm scared it's like gonna just like bleh. I remember I made a chicken pot pie for the boys once years ago, and I cut into it, and when you break the crust and it just kind of oozes out, they were like, it looked like it exploded. I was like, yeah. All right, let me see if you guys can see here. We've got our cheese. I am getting some liquid when I cut into it, but that's okay. You see the cheese, you see our red onion is in there, and our mushrooms. All right. I'm going to lay it flat. Not as pretty presentation, but you see everything is in there. Going to cut into it. All right. Small bites, Maggie. All right. Cut a piece and then cut that piece in half. I'm going to try and put a little bit of everything on there and bring it up so y'all can see. Maybe I should have put a little bit like green onion in here just for color, but whatever. I'm going to try and get some parsley and some mushroom and everything on there. Trying to get, there we go. Red onion, orange pepper, goat's cheese, mushroom, and some parsley. Mmm, mmm. So good. If you like tomatoes, You could have probably put some pizza sauce in here. Y'all, it tastes like crustless Pizza Hut Supreme Pizza. Y'all, it is excellent. It is excellent. I'm going to sprinkle, completely doesn't need it, but I'm going to put a little bit of this Italian seasoning on it just because. But if you like those type of sausage and pepper flavors, yeah, I see y'all laughing at me. I like my food. But it's so good. The pepper is tasty. It is, I'm not going to lie, it is a little hard to eat because it falls apart. But if I were sitting down, just use a knife and fork and put, you know, a little bit of everything on the bite. I want all my food. But the flavor is excellent. The flavor is absolutely excellent. All right. It does kind of come apart. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all, I really do like this orange pepper. It's sweet. It's probably the closest blend between the red pepper, very sweet, and green pepper, very mild. You could cut it into strips. This is probably the best way to eat it. Y'all, it's just good. Mm. Mm. Etiquette teacher's gonna get me. That piece was too big, but y'all, hopefully you can see there. Absolutely yummy. The only thing different is I didn't have a cracked egg in there because I wasn't making breakfast peppers. I'm scraping the rest of my cheese out of here because I'm greedy. All right, so let's see what else I want to share with you guys tonight. Then we'll let you have your evening. We've been on for an hour. Ooh, the nice crusty part. I'm sorry, y'all. Mm. No sugar, no grains, no cow dairy. Excellent. All right, so we did the drink. We did the food chopper. One thing I'm going to show you guys, if you remember this morning, I got this So Delicious plant-based yogurt in the giveaway box, and I was frustrated because it's got added sugar, so I can't have this, but I was in my fridge, and I found two more that I'm going to show you guys. Because again, you could be in the store, and they all look the same, but you see this one, So Delicious? This one is unsweetened coconut milk yogurt. And if you remember this one that's vanilla had 17 grams of sugar. Everything I eat is supposed to be under 6 grams of sugar. The unsweetened, when you look at the label, 1 gram of sugar. I don't count calories or carbs, but you know, if these are in the store side by side, you don't really think, oh, let's just go with the vanilla flavor. But you're getting, you know, 17 times the sugar. If you like the vanilla, I also had this one. You see how it says unsweetened vanilla? And this one also 1 gram of sugar. So 80 calories if you count calories compared to 150 calories. So just because I say I don't eat sugar does not mean I don't eat sweet. So what I would do is I would bring the plain yogurt. If you can have dairy, have Greek yogurt. And then I would put jalapenos would be good, veggie. I would squeeze some of this vanilla, 0 calories, 0 sugar flavor burst when you guys have seen me make the fruit cup and just stir it up. So you have that rich, sweet yogurt taste without all that extra sugar. One of the things that I learned, sugar is highly inflammatory. So it just caused me a lot of joint pain and just a lot of other stuff going on. So I had to get off of sugar, and it was hard for the first couple weeks. But after that, I don't miss it because there's so many other ways to get sweet without sugar. All right. Whew. Y'all, it's good. I use the Butterball turkey sausage crumbles. You could use Italian sausage. You could dice those like sausage links, the Polish kielbasa, whatever. Cut those up. It's excellent. Whatever veggies you like, mushroom, onion, everything. So that is all that I had. Let's see. So I'm going to let you guys have your evening. Tomorrow, I don't know what time. I always say I'll be here early and then I'm never here early. But we'll do a nice brunch tomorrow. We will do the omelet with spinach and mushroom and some turkey sausage on the side. And then we'll figure out something for dinner. If y'all don't have any other questions, I am going to take my dinner. Mm. Mm. Etiquette tip for the day. You should only bring to your mouth a bite size that actually goes in your mouth. It's actually quite rude to put something in your mouth and then take it away. I learned that. So hopefully it's helpful. All right, you guys. Good night to Instagram. And good night to Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.